Ladies and gentlemen, the bizarre show this evening is very honored to have with us the first man of country prison train music, the one and only Johnny Bucks.
Well, thank you very much.
It's great to have you here, Johnny.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here.
Would you like to sing?
Well, I certainly would. Well, here you are, honey. Something to do on the bus. One of my Johnny Bucks girls. Teaching her the ropes. Sorry you can't have both brains and beauty, too. She's got the brains. We'll figure that out later. Sure enough, thank you kindly. Oh, nothing back there, is it? No.
Well, now, let's get right to Johnny Bucks and his fabulous career.
Love to.
Now, when did you write your first song?
I wrote my first song when I was in the 3rd grade. I think I was only 15 years old, and I wrote this song for my 3rd grade teacher, Miss Tuttle. I really liked her. The song is called Ode to Miss Tuttle. I once walked a mile for camel with a skip and a hop and a jump. But after I laid eyes on your face, I'd run through shit for a hump.
Thank you very much. And what was your next song?
Well, I wrote my next song 4 years later. I was 19 and still in the 3rd grade. This was my first real love song. It's called Shirley Burns, You Give Me Fits. When I was in school in the 3rd grade, nobody knew about love. Woo-hoo. All I did was play baseball with my bat and my ball and my glove. Then one day I met Shirley. Shirley Burns was her name. And from the day I met Shirley, I was never, ever the same. Come on, everybody. Every day I'd walk up the aisle and past the place where she sits. Not only did she have a cute smile, but she was the only 3rd grader with. Palomino.
That's repulsive.
That was a repulsive time in my life. I was on cocaine, heroin, marijuana, and I was drinking whiskey and eating at McDonald's every day. But I got religion and I'm cured now. I don't eat at McDonald's anymore.
Well, let's move on to that part of your career that really took off, when you started singing about prisons.
Well, that was a terrible time in my life. Sure, I sold songs, but there was a lot of pain in writing and singing. In fact, I remember the first prison song I ever wrote. When I went through the lineup, they frisked me looking for a knife or a gun or a watch. I said, guards, I'm not carrying a weapon. Get you no good hand off my crotch.
Just a second, Johnny, please. Hold it, hold it.
Well, that's what I told the guard. Hold it. Get your hands off my crotch. You have to look at my watch, straighten my tie, open my fly, look at my watch. I wrote a lot of songs for Bob Dylan, too.
Now, one of the things your critics constantly say is that you use prison to make money selling records, that you really know nothing about prison life, that you're a user and a fake. So let me ask you something. Were you ever really in prison?
Of course I was in prison. Do you think I'd have made 17 prison albums just to make money? Of course I was in prison. It was a living hell. I witnessed homosexuality. Brutality during homosexuality. Homosexuality during brutality. Solitary confinement. Beatings from the prisoners. Beatings from the guards. Starvation, exhaustion, depression. I witnessed it all.
God, that sounds horrible. How long were you in?
One night. And I'll never forget it. I'll never get another parking ticket again.
Thank goodness our time is up.
Wait, I just want to say one thing. It's hurt me when people say Johnny Bucks is an opportunist, that I'd sing about anything just to make a buck. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. But I've stopped singing about prisons because 17 albums kind of covers that one night.
Well, we're all glad to hear that Johnny Bucks will no longer make records to capitalize on other people's misfortunes.
Yeah.
Now, what's your next album going to be?
Well, it's something that I've experienced in the depths of my heart. It's called The Falkland Islands Railroad.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, Johnny Bucks.
Pleasure to be here.